So the second type is document database. So in document database, it consists of collection of key values, pairs, but the value stored referred to as document. So dia masih lagi key, tapi value here we referred as a document. Okay, so provide some structure and encoding of the managed data. For example, XML, JSON, BASIN. So a unique key is a simple identifier, a string, URL path. So embed attribute metadata associated with content. This provides a way to query data based on contents. So usually the metadata or the schema of the data is embedded in the document. So usually we use API to retrieve data based on the content. Okay. Also allow editing of content and metadata. While key values store require the key to access the data, however, in document, metadata which allows the access directly to the attribute instead of through a key. So these are the example of software that apply document database, CoachDB, Apache as Cassandra, and MongoDB. So for our class, we are going to learn MongoDB for during the tutorial class. So saya akan bagi video untuk awak tengok nanti. In the document database, the key represent the key for the document. So for example here, we have key 978 and there is the type, and the rest of the document is the values for the key. For example here we have title, author, the key is 978 and the title and author is the value, name and values for the key 978. So title here, kalau key value, that column, family and so on, title ni kita kata key. Tapi dalam document database, data here is the name for the values. So ini name and these are the values. Okay, so documents are gathered together in a collection within the database. Kata takkan ada satu je dokumen kan, sama database. Yes, of course we have a collection of documents. So we start from here, we begin with documents, satu document, and then we have documents. Okay, and each documents akan ada collection and we store in the database. So apa contoh dia? Contoh, we have, let's pasal Shopee tadi. Kita cerita ambil case study Shopee. Okay, Shopee pergi kepada seller. Okay, seorang seller akan ada, Shopee ada banyak seller, betul? And setiap seller akan jual banyak produk. Okay, so we assume that satu produk untuk each seller akan ada satu dokumen. Okay, so kat sini key dia mungkin ini adalah key, ini kita cerita pasal produk, dokumen untuk produk. So akan ada banyak produk setiap seller and we have collection. Each collection represent, so sini adalah collection, so each collection represent seller. Okay, then we have, so kita akan ada banyak seller. So kita ada banyak seller, we have many sellers here, and all the seller we store in the database, Shopee databases. So since we are so used to the RDBMS, so this is the difference lah. Kita boleh tengok beza kat sini. So kalau kita present dalam bentuk diagonal, each product akan simpan dalam row, and then ada tables, and then kita setor dalam database. As compared to the NOSQL document, so kita kata each document tadi represent product. Okay, dan akan ada seller kat sini. Okay, and ini adalah Shopee databases. Okay, so ini seller, different type of seller. Okay, so these are the difference of between relational database and document database. Okay, So how we write in the document database. So each has a collection, of course. Okay, each has each is in the document. So ini kita panggil sebagai key, and it's a name and value. We have a lot of it, and we have collections. So we can have more complicated structure. For example, kita kata ID, title, data science, author, ada William, so this bracket we consider as array. Sebab apa? Author ni ada 2 orang author. Okay. So when we can use the document databases, we can use in event logging, blog website content, web analytic or e-commerce applications. Contoh yang saya tunjuk Shopee. Okay, so last type of database in NOSQL database is graph database. So in this case, instead of kalau tadi dia hanya kita tak tunjuk relationship between nodes, tapi yang ni dalam graph database is use graph structure with edges, nodes and properties. So dia mesti ada nodes, dia mesti ada edges that connect to nodes. So ini adalah nodes. So this is what we call as edges, and edges are the properties. So nodes are organized based on their relationship with one another. So this relationship are represented by edges between the nodes. So relationship define social connectivity. So both nodes are relationship have defined properties. So setiap relationship ni mesti ada dia punya properties dia lah, how they related. So one of the software that uses graph database is Neo4j. So ni adalah nama software yang guna graph database concept. So bila kita nak guna graph database, it is very good, boleh digunakan especially kalau kita nak buat social media, kita nak tengok social analysis. So we can use graph to show the relationship between people. So kata people also we can use this bila nak tengok relationship antara produk. Sampai kata contoh, people who like the products usually like that product. So Mary is friend with George. George like pizza. George has visited Japan. So thus we can ask the question of who are the friends of Mary's friends who like the food that Mary friend likes but have not visited the place that Mary friend has visited. So you are more likely to be friend with Abu because you know Ali since Abu is Ali's friend. So we can show the relationship between one to another. Contoh kat sini kita ada Ali. Ali has lot of friends. Okay, so contoh kawan Ali, Abu, Amin, and then kita ada Aminah. Aminah is a friend with Ahmad. So we want to show a relationship. Ali might have a relationship with Ahmad because Aminah. So this is an example of graph databases. Okay. So look here. It consists of a graph. It must have a nodes, a relationship, and the properties. Okay. So that's all for today for this topic. We will continue it in the next lecture. Thank you.